Hey guys, and welcome back for another content of Ragnarok M Classic. And in this video, I'd like to share with you my guys regarding the game that I have been taking my time studying the features. In my first video labeled as part 1 of the series, I covered some of the basics. This video is part 2. By the end of it, I hope you'll have a deeper understanding of the game and be ready to start strong. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start with the Adventurer Handbook deposits and achievements. This feature is one of the most important things to do when starting or as you go on, because as you level up your handbook, you will receive some stats as well as new adventurer skills for each level of adventurer class, which I will talk about later. Now, if you are wondering how to level this up, it's simple. Below the first page, there are these achievements that you need to unlock to gain adventurer XP. For example, is this monster album. You just need to defeat even one of the specific monster you want to unlock, and then it will be filled up to your album. There is also a certain number of kills to add another layer of achievement if you want to do it. And it will still give EXP, some Eden coins and Zennies. If you achieve the maximum count, you can unlock the profile photo of that monster, which is another gimmick. Another tip is before you start killing monsters, especially minis and MVPs, go take a photo of it first for another adventurer EXP, and the bonus is now you can see the monster details. For the headwears, just scrap them and you will have the EXP. It will also add small permanent stats if you first craft it and another one if you deposit. So do not ignore this feature because it's really good to start them sooner and just slowly unlock them all one by one. It will be a long progression but it's worth it. Also, leveling your adventurer level is very important to rank up your adventurer class. Now that we are talking about adventurer class, this adventurer class rank up will pop up to your quest tab when you reach a certain amount of adventurer level, and you just need to finish the quest to rank up. Let's take for example the rank scout. You need to first reach adventurer level 5 to start the quest. When you unlock scout rank, you can now purchase specific skills available, just like the falcon perception that is important skill to easily locate the mini boss on a minimap when they are near 20 meters from you. Stay alert is also important for ranged attackers, so they will just stay on a one spot and attack those that are in range. Then you need to have this ghost camera when dealing with ghost monsters like Ghost Ring, so you can see and attack them after taking a picture of it. I just want to highlight some important skills that you need, that's why we need to rush adventurer levels. For the adventurer E rank, you need to have adventurer level 15 to start the quest. Once rank up, go to the adventurer skill NPC and then buy the dimensional fracture. This will unlock the Emir's notebook, which you can access in your bag. Emir's notebook records all your current stats including stats, skills, equipment, Aesir, etc. and saves it, and you can easily one-click to load it out. This is best if you have other kinds of builds so you can freely switch out. I might make a full guide about this Emir's notebook so you will have a deeper understanding on how to use it properly. Also, a very important adventurer skill to have is the Prepare for Elite. Prepare for Elite serves as all-in-one storage for your character's buff skills. You can store up to 7 skills, and with a single cast of Prepare for Elite, you can activate all the buffs you've sent in one go. This is best for classes that have lots of buffs like High Priest, Lord Knight and Master Smiths. To get this skill, you need to have Adventurer level 20 and then quest for rank up to Adventurer class D. One of the best early game costume to craft is the famous Devilwing. This craftable gear adds +1 all stats, damage +5% and M damage +5%, so it's good for all classes. To craft this, you need to buy the blueprint on the Smile Assistance in the Glass Time, located near the mission board. After that, craft the item. It might be expensive, especially in the early game, because most people will craft this too, and materials cost might even get higher because of the demand. Next one is card crafting and salvage. Here in the center of the frontera, you can see this pouring NPC labeled as card customize. You can craft purple rare cards here that require certain cards, and these gram dust plus million zenny. Now to get this gram dust, all you need to do is salvage your cards here in the Devilwing NPC called Salvage. You may need to have a lot of cards for salvage to get the required amount of gram dust for your specific card crafting. Here in the adventure topic, I recommend you to finish all these tasks and get at least the 4th reward, which is the job EXP potion. Because I've said on the part 1 guide that you need to rush your job levels for you to be able to advance your job class quickly and unlock more combat points. All you need to do is just follow the task and they all have corresponding rewards as well. So do not ignore this feature. Next is do not overextend on refining one certain gear in early stage of the game. We still have low resources and we might just be wearing adventure sets. And from here we got to have blue ones. We will be starting to refine each of these to gain more additional stats. What I mean is these adventure gears have a certain level of refinement to add another bonus stats. For example, here is the Adventurer Master Shield. You need to refine this gear first up to +6 to get the Ignore MDef, then move on to another one. Example is this armor. Get this also to +6 for the M damage +2%. And on the boots, it needs to have +8 to get the magical attack +2%. Ideally, it is much better to slow down on your refining and not to rush to the max level refinement even if it has another layer of additional stats. Because when you reach higher level refinements like +8, the cost of the materials will be much more if you compare it to refining for a low refinement gear. In the end, you can max these adventure sets easily when you have more materials for the mid game. And I suggest just leave your adventurer weapon on +10. Do not go higher with this one because on this part, you would want to have your endgame weapon first to furtherly increase your damage. Refining your adventurer weapon until +15 will be a waste of materials for just a mediocre performance versus your craftable endgame weapon. Then after that, you can slowly transition your other gear as well. Speaking of refining materials, we have the aluminium for armors and then Oridicon for weapon and accessories. If you are wondering where to get these, just click the inspect and it will show you where to get the said materials. Now for this example, the best way to get Oridicon is here in the Chaotic Invasion. And you can also get aluminiums here as well, so you need to do this mandatory. Also, if you miss this out, you can get more of these refining materials by merging 5 of these rough aluminiums or Oridicons. And by merging aluminiums or Oridicons, you will also get the enriched ones, which is a requirement materials for higher level refinements. And I'll end this part 2 series with the daily shop. There are a lot of assistant shops that you can select here and look for what you need. But in my opinion, it is best to consume all these assistant medal of honor for the gold medal. Because we know that it is hard to earn more gold medals and it is becoming expensive as you buy more requirements for contribution, which is not ideal for F2P. Now you can get this assistant medal of honor just by finishing daily quest, and it has weekly cap of 1,800, which is okay in my opinion. For the endgame, we might be using this to buy more gold coins for enchantments, and I will discuss more of that on the next part of the series, so please stick around. If you find this video helpful, then please leave a like. Also subscribe to support my channel and be updated with my latest guides. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe and have an awesome day. Lights out.